Shalom family, and thank you for returning for part 2. I noticed many are chatting about being separated from their family members because they're now in the truth. And I think this is something that we should talk about. We should fellowship, we should consult, we should counsel one another, share our advice, share our experiences. I also know that this is encouraged on other channels, other forums. But I think Israel should fellowship with one another, and it should be encouraged, and it shouldn't be diverted by talking about taxes or relationships or any of the other tactics that Esau uses to halt productive conversation. And also, I just want to say, some of you don't even put your picture on any of the forums. You don't make a video and share any information that you have. I'm not understanding why that is. Everyone thinks they're being monitored, and the powers to be, they instill fear by saying they have the ability to monitor everyone. They don't even have to instill it. Many of you are already operating in fear. And you really ought to question, do you believe that I am that I am, Ahaya Ashar Ahaya, is in control or not? Who's in control of this? Who is your Savior? You know what Savior means? I'm not understanding why so many of us are operating in fear or allowing others to instill fear into us. I think some of us are having problems relating to others because we're taking on some of the negative attributes of teachers or elders, or if you are under the influence of any teacher, any elder, any minister that is boastful of their knowledge, if they're ill-mannered, if they convey that they have control issues, then I suggest you glean what you can and keep it moving. Do not pattern yourself after these, such men or such women. Don't pattern yourself after any negativity. We're to be Christ-like. And, when I read the Bible, I read about the many holy men, the apostles, and the many judges. They all followed the instructions of the Most High, but they were all individuals. It wasn't a prototype and a bunch of reproductions. They weren't reproductions. They were individuals. And we just have to be cognizant of that. Many of us, we're going to choose to go into other, live among other nations, and we know that we have to have a certain demeanor, and we have to be humble if we were to go into other nations to live. So we have to have that same mindset when we're approaching family members. We have to be humble. You didn't recognize yourself in the Word overnight. I didn't. And if you did, you can't expect that everyone else will. Some of the people are going to afford you the opportunity to sit down and have a long session. And then there's going to be some you can't approach that way. You may just ask them a question and then let them do the research, and so that they can pose their own questions. They may come back to you with some questions, or they may start doing some research on their own. That's what you want. You want to share information. You don't want to beat someone over the head with it. So I want to end now. I'm going to have to follow up with a part 3, a different subject, a different concern. But I just want to end by saying when we get to the wilderness, we are all going to be accountable as individuals, not as a community. So we have to be Christ-like, and we have to follow the Most High's laws, commandments, His laws, His commandments only, not man's laws, not man's commandments, not their guidance. It has to be the guidance of the Most High. So please comment if you will, and I also, if you know of another channel where this type of constructive conversation goes on, let me know about it. I'd like to befriend them. So stay tuned. Come back for part 3. Shalom.